The National Mother's Day Committee is part of the Father's Day Mother's Day Council, a not-for-profit organization which channels funds raised by our annual awards luncheon to help meaningful philanthropies, dealing with issues affecting mothers, fathers, and families. To date, the Council has donated more than $33 million to deserving family-related charities nationwide.
And our 2014 honorees really exemplify what it means to be a mom and a leader, and we're excited to have them here with us today.
It's an incredible honor for me to be here, as you can imagine, and to support the great work done by Save the Children. I want to dedicate this award, of course, to my family. I've taken my mom with me around the world on business trips. She's met everybody from Beyonce to Rahm Emanuel, right? And I got to tell you guys, I have one tip for you. Take your mother with you, because people are always nicer to you when you have your mother with you. They'd be like, oh, we love your daughter. I'm like, they don't say that when you're not around. Okay.
I am truly humbled by this award. Today, we are celebrating the 36th annual Outstanding Mothers Awards. There is meaning to the number 36. In the Jewish religion, the number 18, or high, means life. And 36 is twice high, or 2 times life. Now let us all reflect and give life to others by making a contribution to Save the Children, an organization that provides aid to children and families in need. L'chaim.
I'm honored to be here today and to be recognized by this committee. There is something I believe to my core, and that is that mothers are the most important force in the world. You know that statue of Atlas? There's one, over in Rockefeller Center of that man holding up the world. Why is that a dude? That should be a woman. I don't feel deserving of this award at all, because to my grandmother and to my mother, for, as Catherine Tynan would say, for being the pillars of our house, this is for them. Thank you.
In accepting this honor, I'm humbled beyond. It's incredible for so many reasons. I feel undeserving. We try to do our best, and it never feels balanced. I know I was supposed to come up and say how we balanced it all, and it just never really does. It feels more like river dance on sand. I swear that's what I'm doing all day long. I love my kids. You were right. Surround yourself by a good team. Get an amazing husband. Take away the guilt. Breathe. Kiss your kids. Love yourself. I wish my mom was here right now. Hopefully she's looking at me, and hopefully, I just hope that she feels proud, but not for me. I hope she feels proud for herself. I turned out okay. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Lori Dowley, and I am the Mother's Day Chairman, and it is my pleasure, thank you, it is my pleasure to welcome you all today. And I don't know, these children are bringing sunshine into the room here. I think you'll all agree, and it's my distinct honor to introduce the Edward Williams Young and Talented School Choir. Take it away, girls and boys.
It goes on and on and on.
Now that's the way to start a luncheon off. Oh, kids, you are fantastic. Thank you. Well, welcome to everyone. The National Mother's Day Committee. We are so excited to welcome you. This is the 36th Outstanding Mothers Awards Luncheon. And I see so many familiar faces, and it means so much to have you keep coming back to support us. Thank you all for joining us as we celebrate the Mother's Day holiday and congratulate this year's honorees who each balance highly successful careers with the daily demands of motherhood and family. I'd like to extend a warm welcome and a special welcome to our honorees, Mary Dillon, Jill Granoff, Nora O'Donnell, and Brooke Shields. The National Mother's Day Committee is pleased and proud to recognize these women for their successful building of their careers and nurturing their families and helping improve the lives of so many others. Each of this year's honorees has been faced with her own obstacles and challenges along her journey, and yet she continues to triumph through it all with remarkable grace, strength, courage. It takes it all. And for that, they are such an inspiration to women everywhere. The National Mother's Day Committee is part of the Father's Day Mother's Day Council, a not-for-profit organization which channels funds raised by our annual awards luncheon to help meaningful philanthropies dealing with issues affecting mothers, fathers, and families. To date, the Council has donated more than $33 million to deserving family-related charities nationwide. Thank you. Today, in a time when unprivileged children need our help more than ever, we are delighted to be donating the proceeds from today's luncheon to Save the Children's U.S. programs, which heroically provides hope to those that need it most. Save the Children works to break the cycle of poverty to improve lives of children by ensuring that they have the resources they need, access to quality education, healthy foods, and opportunities to grow and nurture in a wonderful environment. Across the U.S., Save the Children's early childhood education, literacy, physical activity, and nutrition, and emergency response programs reach more than 240,000 children and families annually. I've seen the impact of these efforts firsthand. Last month, I shared an incredible experience with other Father's Day and Mother's Day Council members, along with Mark, as we participated in a Save the Children outreach program in South Carolina. I can assure you that what we do here today at this luncheon is of great value to the U.S. Save the Children's programs. The homes that I visited were unlike anything that I've been exposed to in my life. The local Save the Children teams were so dedicated, and the way that they deal with these families so wonderfully, and the children, they're remarkable people. Amy was a coordinator that Mark and I shadowed, and when we arrived at our first home, 19-month-old Jesse was clinging to his grandmother. We asked where his mom was, and she had had a breakdown the day before. So there he was, just clinging for life. But as Amy sat down and started talking to Jesse and getting out a book from her bag, what happened? He slid right down off his grandma's lap and went right over to that book. It was a heartwarming thing. He knew that that had something special in it. More than 60% of low-income homes have no books at all. This is where Save the Children, just one of the roles that they play, bringing books into these homes. Familiarity with books and language are the key building blocks for literacy, which is such the role that Save the Children plays. In the time we were there, Amy sat with the father and shared the book that she had brought, and she also had a ball and string activity that she wanted the father to play with Jesse to get his little fingers stronger so that he could start to color and eventually hold a pencil to write with. During our school visits, which were 4K to 5, we sat with these children that had been identified as being 2 years behind their reading skills. So they go to this library, and we would sit with them, read the book, and believe me, when they couldn't figure out a word phonetically, they'd look up to us. And that's what Save the Children does every day. We were just there for 2 days. After reading the book for 3 or 4 times, they go to the computer and they fill out a little comprehensive test. Their faces light up because remember, nobody is really encouraging these people. Save the Children are miracle workers. My experience was so profound that I'm going to ask that each of you play a role in helping Save the Children today. Once again, on your table, there's an honor card, which you will find that you can fill out with any donation whatsoever. Nothing is too small. And you can send this with a note of love to someone special in your life as you make a donation. So send it to your mother, your friend, your aunt, your sister. How about your brother? Tell them you are here, and in their honor, you've made a donation to Save the Children. Last year, we had about 50% participation. This year, we're looking for 100%. And I just want to qualify, no donation is too small. So as you can see from these photos, the smiling children, you can affect them directly. It goes right to the Save the Children's U.S. programs. I hope that you'll join in and find it in your heart to do something personal today and make someone in your life happy. And as a special little, just something extra, all of the donation cards will be entered into a raffle. And at the end, we'll notify you. But we're going to pick a card, and we're going to give you a day at the Red Door Spa for 2. So just a little extra, all right? So thank you all for your generosity and your continued commitment. I'd like to quickly thank a few people who've made it possible. First of all, our sponsors. We are so appreciative of what you have done in supporting us this year. We wouldn't be here without our sponsors. They're up on the screen there. And it means so very much. I'd also like to thank my incredible committee. We meet 8 times a year, and we get this thing done. Nancy Berger Cardone of Marie Claire, Stacy Burns of Burns Communication Group, Kathy Bradley Riley of Doniger Group, Thea Breen of Estee Lauder, Karen Deutsch of Cosmopolitan, Nancy Feldman of Kohl's, Michelle Israel, yes, of Bloomingdale's, Marty Krasner, TCJC, Mary Beth Mazzata, Elizabeth Arden, Nancy McKay of Estee Lauder, Kelly McPhillamy of Wells Fargo, Nancy Schmidt of Macy's, Helene Saval of Saval Consultants, and last but not least, Dana Verrill, the Executive Director of the Mother's Day, Father's Day Committee. And now, as we move into lunch, we wanted to share a short video clip that has been wildly sweeping YouTube Nation, which presents a unique job opportunity. So enjoy your lunch, and let's see how many people are interested and want to apply. We'll be back after lunch. Thank you, everyone.
Have you ever done one of these interviews over the camera before?
No.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the job to get started with. It's not just a job, it's sort of probably the most important job. The title that we have going right now is Director of Operations, but it's really kind of so much more than that. Responsibilities and requirements are really quite extensive.
For how many hours?
135 hours to unlimited hours a week. It's basically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Is that even legal?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like no lunch?
You can have
or-
lunch, but only when the associate is done eating their lunch.
No.
Not possible.
That's crazy.
Now, this position requires excellent negotiation and interpersonal skill. We're really looking for someone that might have a degree in medicine, in finance, and the culinary arts. You must be able to wear several hats. Associate needs constant attention. Sometimes they have to stay up with an associate throughout the night. Being able to work in a chaotic environment, if you had a life, we'd ask you to sort of give that life up. No vacations. In fact, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and holidays, the workload is gonna go up, and we demand that, with a happy disposition. Also, let's cover the salary. The position is gonna pay absolutely nothing.
Excuse me?
No. Nobody's doing that for free.
Yeah,
You're
pro
crazy.
bono, completely for free.
No.
What if I told you there's someone that actually currently holds this position right now? Billions of people, actually.
Who?
Moms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moms.
That's awesome.
Oh.
And they meet every requirement, don't
wow.
Oh my God. Moms are the best.
Yeah, there's no pay. They're 24 hours. They're always there.
Now I'm thinking about my mom.
they? Yeah, and what are you thinking about her?
I'm thinking about all those nights and everything.
Thank you so much for everything you do. I know it doesn't seem like I appreciate all of it, but I definitely do.
So, Mom, I want to say thank you for everything that you've done. I love you very much. You've been there through thick and thin. My mom is just awesome. She's awesome.
I heard a lot of comments about the video. I think it touched our heartstrings. And I do want to thank American Greetings was so incredibly wonderful. They let us do that. We even shortened it a little bit. So hats off to them. They did a good thing. Okay, so before we get to the honorees and honoring them as their outstanding mothers, we're very excited to be conducting a live auction, so bear with us. I know it's a few more minutes, but we have some unbelievable items. It's sort of become a tradition the last 3 years, and we are specific in offering family experiences. So to do the honors, we have brought back our favorite friend, Mark Shriver, who is the Vice President of Strategic Initiatives at Save the Children. He is a real family to the Mother's Day, Father's Day Council, and we're going to turn it over to him. Come on up here, Mark. So in advance, I'm going to thank you for everyone's generosity. Oh, look it, the ice cream is coming. It's going to make you all sweet and just want to have some opportunity. I'm going to stay up here, Mark, and you
Okay.
talk for a few minutes.
Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hi. Thank you for clanging your glass. Can everybody hear me? All right, Lori, thank you very much for that kind introduction. And I want to thank Lori and the committee for once again choosing Save the Children as the beneficiary for this wonderful event. It is a huge amount of money that comes to our work all across America, and it makes a big, big difference to our work. I just want to say one quick thing. Lori gave an incredible description of our work all across America. And I just want to ask very quickly if folks know the percentage of kids that live in poverty in America right now. It's an amazing number. It's almost 1 in 4 kids. 25% of the kids in America are living in poverty. And that means that for a family of 4, they're living with $20,000 or less per year. And the description that Lori gave, and most of the families that we work with are in much dire financial situations. They're living in homes that make around $10,000 to $11,000 a year. And Lori talked about bringing in those books and the games for the little kids. And I just want to tell you one other statistic. That makes a huge difference. So if you're living in poverty in America and you have a 4-year-old kid, they are at the age of 4, 18 months behind my kid or the kid, your kids, your nieces, your nephews when they're 4 years of age. And as a country, we spend billions of dollars trying to get those kids up to grade level, not only in kindergarten, but beyond. At 4 years of age, they're 18 months behind our children. So those books that Lori described, those games that stimulate the motor skills, the social and emotional skills of children are critically important. And that's what we do when we go into the home and give those kids those books, teach the parents how to read to the kids, play games that will stimulate the fine motor skills and the other social, emotional, and cognitive development of those kids. So Lori, thank you so much for coming down. Thank you all for the help. I want to thank Mindy Grossman, who's the MC again this year. I used to be the MC. I don't know what happened. I thought I was kind of funny. I used to also have my picture in the book, but that doesn't happen anymore. Mindy Grossman took it over. I want to congratulate the winners. I met Mary Dillon, who was great. She's from Chicago. I have a cousin who lives in Chicago. I told Mary I had a cousin from Chicago. I told her where he lives. And Mary said, I live in a cooler place than your cousin. So Mary's got a little energy. Nora O'Donnell, I ran for Congress 10 years ago. Nora interviewed me. I lost. I don't think it's because of Nora, but it's nice to see her again. Brooke Shields, I was with last Saturday in San Francisco and at a fundraiser for Alzheimer's, and I hung out with Brooke Shields for about 20 minutes. I then keeled over and had to go to the hospital with kidney stones. So when I told my wife last night that I was going to see Brooke Shields again, she said, stay away from that woman. But I did hang out with her, so it's nice to see Brooke again. Jill, I have not met and talked to, so I'm sure you're very nice. All right, so here we go. If you open your book with the pictures of all the honorees and without my picture in there, you'll see in the inside flap the 4 things I'm going to auction off. So let's do this really quickly so we can get to the honorees, okay? The first one is 4 tickets to One Direction. I'm sure you all know Harry Styles, Liam Payne, this whole drill. Your kids will go crazy. There are 4 tickets on August 13th at Lincoln Financial Field in Pennsylvania, in Philly. So we want to start it off. Is anybody interested in One Direction? 4 tickets to the hottest concert of the summer. We want to start it off at $1,000. Lori will start it off at $1,000. I am not a professional auctioneer, so let's go. We'll go to $1,200. $1,200, Nora. Thank you. You feel guilty about me, so thank you very much. How about $1,400? Does anybody have $1,400 for these 4 tickets? In the back, $1,400. $1,600? $1,600. Nora feels very guilty. $1,800. Anybody else? 18. We're at $1,800. Do we want to go to $2,000? $2,000 for 4 tickets. I assume we're at $1,800. $2,000? 4 tickets to the best show of the year. $2,000. Nora O'Donnell. How much do you want to give, dude? Let's just end it right now. $4,000? Oh, well, she's at $2,000. What are you? 22. That guy's at $2,200. We're at 22. Does anybody want to get in at 2,400? We're at 2,200 for the 4 tickets to the best concert of the year. 2,200 going once. 22 going twice. 22. Oh, let somebody else know. 2,200 in the back there. Table 36. Thanks a million. Thank you very much. $2,200. Excellent. Thank you very much, Nora. We're going to go with this second item, which is a Disney's Aladdin. It is a play on Broadway. It is huge. It's been nominated for 5 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. Is anybody paying attention? No. All right, you got a VIP backstage tour included in the package. Thank you very much. All right. It's got great music, backstage VIP tour. Okay, and we're going to start it up for the VIP tour and the tickets. How many tickets do we have? 4 tickets. All right, 4 tickets to the hottest show any day they want. Thank you, Lori. Any day you want. 4 tickets. Should we start it at $1,000? Anybody want $1,000 for those 4 tickets? Nora O'Donnell. Love the Catholic guilt. Excellent. $1,000. How about $1,200? Does anybody else want to do it? $1,200 right there, table 28. Thank you. $1,400. $1,400 over here to the left. $1,600. We got $1,600. Excellent. $1,800. $1,800. We're at 1,800. How about $2,000? 2,000, thank you. 2,200. 2,200 to our left. We've got 4 tickets. 2,200 has been bidded. How about 2,400? There we go. 2,400 for those tickets. 2,400. How about 2,600? Does the guy in the back want to kick in again? We're at 2,400. 2,600. Excellent. We're at $2,600. Lori's banging her glass. How about $2,800? This is a hard job, folks. 2,800 bucks. 2,800. Excellent. Thank you very much. The table right there. 3,000 bucks. We go to 3,000. 3,000. We got it, ladies. Woo! Brooke Shields, you want to go 3,200? No, she doesn't want to do that. We're at 3,000 over here. Nora, 3,200? 3,100? Go to $3,100. $3,100. There we go. Back at the table. I feel bad looking over here. 3,200. She's going to 3,200. This is a great show. Disney's Aladdin. We're at 32. How about 33? 33. Can put everybody out of our 33 going once. We're at 3,200. 33. Got it. All right. We're at our 3,400. $3,400. $3,400. Yes? Okay. We're at 3,400. She's in. 3,500. 36. You want to put anybody? You want to end the competition? 3,400. We're at. You want to go higher? Table 23. 30. What are we at? What are we at? We're at 35 or 34? We're at 35. 34. Sorry. Going to 34. Nope. That's it. We're going 34. Going once, twice. 34 to Nora O'Connell. Thank you, Nora. Thank you. Okay. There we go. All right, the next one, we've only got 2 more, folks, so bear with me. We have a truly unique opportunity here, okay? Lori's going to clang her glass. This is, I'm just going to explain this for 1 second. It's a commissioned piece of art by one of the fastest rising personalities in pop culture art and media. It is, this guy has been named Instagram's Andy Warhol, Donald Robertson. A lot of folks call him Donald Robinson. He does droves, thousands of people, millions of people know about him on social media. He does happy and high-end art. You can see it right up here. This is a piece. He will do you, your family, your dog, your cat, whoever you want in there. You can do live. And that is Lori Dowley. Look at her. She look excellent, right? Those big, beautiful red lips. So they look great. So this guy is really talented. You can see a little bit more about him in the inside of the magazine. Was that inappropriate to talk about your lips? No, okay. So why don't we'll start it at $1,000. This guy is really good. Do your family. Brooke Shields is in at $1,000. Excellent, thank you. How about 1,200? Do we have anybody? 1,200, excellent. 1,400. 1,400 over here, 1,600. We got 1,400. How about 1,600 right there? Thank you. 1,800. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We're at 1,600. Anybody want to go to 1,800? Do your whole family. 1,800. Thank you. At table 28. 1,800. 2,000. Anybody? There we go. 2,000. Thank you very much. 2,200. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, folks. 2,200. Thank you. How about 2,400? 2,400. We're at 22. Look how beautiful Lori looks up there. 2,400. 2,400. We're at 22. I don't know where we are right there, right? 22. 2,400. Does anybody want to go up there? Thank you very much, Lori. 2,400. So once in a lifetime, your whole family looking at that piece of art. 2,400. Thank you very much to Brooke Shields. 26. Do we want to go 26? Start at 26. We're at $2,400. Anybody want to go to 2,500? 26? 26. There we go. Excellent. 2,800. My rib cage is killing me. 2,800. We're at 26. 2,800. Go to 26.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I think Donald will do both. So Brooke, and we've got 2 winners, 26 and 25. I mean, 20. You'll both pay 26, right?
No, 24.
20.
We're 24.
2 of you. You'll both get it. We've already
is
talked
that,
to him.
do you want to do that?
Do you want to do that? It's
Yes.
really adorable.
Okay, so
All right.
we're both in at 24. Thank you. That's a lot of dough. Thank you very much. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much. You got that, Dana? You're on it. Okay, the last one, and then we go to the honorees. It's the annual Macy's Day Parade, okay? Macy's Day Parade, right on 34th Street. You have a VIP view of all the amazing performances, the floats, the balloons, the rockets, and the arrival of Santa. Excellent. Where did that voice of God come from? That was excellent. Shh. All right, this is the Macy's Day, okay? 34th Street, 4 tickets for your family to be there. Started out at $1,000. Got 1,000 in the back, thanks. We'll go to 1,200. 1,200 over there to the right, table 28, thank you. How about 1,400? 1,400 for these 4 tickets. It's the amazing Macy's Day Thanksgiving Day Parade.
And when you bring small children, you have entrance into getting hot chocolate. So come on, this is fabulous for kids.
It's 1,400.
Yeah, 1,400. Oh,
1,400 in the back, excellent, thank you. All right, let's go to 1,600. 1,600 bucks. We got 1,400 in the back. It is 1,600 right there, table 28. Thank you. 1,800. $1,800. Have any entry? 1,800 in the back. Thank you very much. How about 2,000 for the 4 best seats of the Macy's Day Parade? $2,000. We're at 1,800. 2,000. Any other things to say, Lori? No. We're at 2,000.
You cannot buy these tickets. Let me just remind everyone, these tickets are so exclusive. You have to know Muriel Gonzalez at Macy's and Nancy Schmidt to get these tickets. So think about that. I want to tell you, Cara Langdon took her children from my company, and she said amazing. They were little, right, Cara? 4 and 6 years old. Yes. So tickets, where are we?
So the bid is on the back, right? And 2,000? Okay. We'll go. You're at 2,000, or did I just jack it up? It was 1,800, right? Sorry. It's 200 bucks amongst friends. Don't worry about it. All right, we're at 1,800. Do we have 2,000? 2,000, table 28. Thank you. 2,200 in the back. Yes, we're at 2,200. 2,400 for a great cause and a great day with your kids. We're at 2,200. All right,
Okay.
going once.
Nancy Schmidt, do we have 2? Do we have 2 sets of 4 so we can offer the last 2 bids? Schmidt, yes. Okay.
All right.
So there we go.
So there we go.
We've got the
We
table.
got table on the way back over there. Thank you, the waving table, and table 28.
Okay, table 28.
Thank you all very much, and thanks for your support of Save the Children. Really appreciate it.
Let's give it up for Mark. Come on. That is a tough job. Thank you, Mark. As a reminder, if you have your honor cards, we are going to be sending someone around to pick them up right now. Some of you, so note that people will be coming to your table. Now, as we turn it over to the awards portion of the luncheon, I am really thrilled to welcome back this year's Mistress of Ceremonies, who has been an incredible supporter of our organization since being honored as a 2010 Outstanding Mother herself. She is the CEO of HSN Inc. and retail executive extraordinaire, Mindy Grossman. As the Chief Executive Officer of HSN, Mindy oversees a $3.4 billion direct-to-consumer retail portfolio that includes HSN and its curated assortment of exclusive products and top brands names, as well as Cornerstone, a multi-channel retailer of lifestyle brands including Frontgate, Garnet Hill, Ballard Designs, among others. Since joining the company in 2006, Mindy has transformed HSN into a lifestyle network offering an array of products, personalities, and experiences designed to engage, inform, and entertain. She has been a pioneer in the industry, changing innovations such as Shop by Remote, HSN Arcade, and HSN Live. In 2011, Forbes magazine named her one of the world's 100 most powerful women, and the Financial Times ranked her one of the top 50 women in business today. Mindy has also been recognized as Fast Company as one of the most creative people in the business. We are honored to have her back and appreciate her support so much. Please welcome Mindy Grossman. There she is.
Good afternoon, everyone. Mark, you are on fire. I think you're vying to be up here next year. So thank you, Lori. I think everyone knows this really is one of my very special events that I get to attend, and I'm honored to be here amongst the honorees, not just for tonight, but the many honorees over the past 36 years. It's my 5th year at these outstanding Mother Awards, and you know, we were talking earlier that you leave here, there is no rain, you're feeling just inspired. And it certainly has a special place in my heart and certainly for Save the Children's U.S. program. So I'm actually going to take a moment to also remind you to complete the donation cards and certainly do it in honor of someone you love and a special mother, and certainly to support the efforts of Save the Children. So as Lori said, every dollar counts, and we're so grateful for your generosity. So today, I'm proud to welcome 4 remarkable women to the ranks of some very prominent prior honorees, including Hillary Rodham Clinton, Coretta Scott King, Vera Wang, Meryl Streep, Evelyn Lauder, and many, many more. And it's a true honor for me to have been included as well. I think, as we all know, the dual role of mother and career woman is certainly not an easy task, and I know many of us ask how we do it, and most of us say we're still figuring it out. But to successfully accomplish both is quite an achievement, and our 2014 honorees really exemplify what it means to be a mom and a leader, and we're excited to have them here with us today. So our first outstanding mother honoree is Mary Dillon, Chief Executive Officer of Ulta Beauty. Mary joined Ulta Beauty in 2013, bringing her unique talent for leveraging consumer insights and customer-focused strategies to the specialty beauty retailer. Her more than 30-year career has included leadership roles with such iconic brands as U.S. Cellular, McDonald's, Gatorade, and Quaker Foods. And in addition to her dual full-time roles as both mother and CEO, Mary also serves on the Board of Trustees for Loyola Academy, the Board of Directors for North Shore University Health System, the Board of Directors for World Business Chicago, and on the Civic Committee of the Commercial Club of Chicago. And whenever we go through these and we talk to the women, you just can't believe how much they get done. And it's because they've got that special talent. And when asked about her most important lesson she imparts on her own children, Mary says that she teaches Jack, Maggie, Moira, and Fiona to celebrate the choices they make for themselves, to treat the choices of others with respect and appreciation, and to always live in the moment. So, embodying the true essence of beauty, we're honored to celebrate Mary Dillon as a 2014 Outstanding Mother.
Thank you. Okay, getting up here could have been the hardest thing I've done all day. Thank you for scooting in. I appreciate that. Well, first of all, thank you, Mindy. I want to thank Lori Dowley and Dana Verrill and the entire Mother's Day Council. It's an incredible honor for me to be here, as you can imagine, and to support the great work done by Save the Children. I'm incredibly honored to receive this award along with Jill and Nora and Brooke. Congratulations to all of you as well. So, some of you have met my family. It comes in handy that I have a large family, because I have a group of folks who are ready to get together and have fun on a moment's notice. And since my nuclear family can't be here today, I'm thrilled to have my mother Eileen, along with a couple of my siblings, Debbie and Jim, as well as my friends Janelle and Kevin, new parents themselves. I'm also joined by members of my Ulta team. Thank you so much for being here. And our terrific partners who have been here, buying tables and ads, and most importantly, check out the goodie bag. I'm just saying. You will thank them for years to come. I want to just take a couple minutes here. I want to dedicate this award, of course, to my family. To my mother, let me start with her. Talk about an outstanding mother. Raising 6 kids on a shoestring, working herself, mostly not letting the inmates run the asylum. depending on the day. I've taken my mom with me around the world in business trips. She's met everybody from Beyonce to Rahm Emanuel, right? And I got to tell you guys, I have one tip for you. Take your mother with you, because people are always nicer to you when you have your mother with you. They'd be like, oh, we love your daughter. I'm like, they don't say that when you're not around. Okay. But also, my mother-in-law has been really key as well. She's not here today, but my mother-in-law has just fully celebrated the choices that her son and I have made for over 20 years without looking back at a time that it was less common than it is today. And of course, to my 4 children, I'm really proud of all of them. I see some kids here today. Mine are not here, but my son Jack is an adult, Maggie and Maura in college, and Fiona, the only one at home right now, so she calls herself #onlychild. Guess she has a little too much parental attention. And of course, my husband, Terry, who has stayed home with our children full-time since our second child was born. And yes, juggling a very busy wife and 4 kids has earned him the title Saint Terry by my sisters. I'm just saying. A few lessons learned. So I just want to step back and just say this award really is meaningful to me in so many ways, as I'm sure it is to the other nominees, because it really celebrates what is most important to me in my life, which is my family. I'm often asked how I've navigated the challenging career and raising a family, a growing family, but the answer is actually really simple, because my main sources of satisfaction, self-confidence, and strength have really not been about my career, but rather really about my family, my immediate and extended family. And this great family has kept me grounded, grateful, and having a whole lot of fun. So their support has allowed me to also build a great career, and I'm extremely proud that I now have the best job on the planet as the CEO of Ulta Beauty. And you guys know what I mean. This award has also given me a lot of time to reflect and think about the last 30 years of my career and my journey as a working mother, a journey filled with a lot of amazing memories. The times I've been fortunate enough to bring my children along, maybe 1 or 2 at a time, on some global business trips, exposing them to what their mom does. The many Saturday mornings I was at the museums looking around, seeing only dads and me. We were all the ones kicked out of the house on a Saturday morning. The many nights I fired up the computer, often after putting the kids to bed, and later became doing homework with them, which was kind of fun and cool. So I'm often asked, how did you make it all work? I know many of you guys get that question. And a couple things that I would just say that have made it really possible for me. Mindy mentioned this. I really believe that you have to celebrate your choices. So I've been secure in my choices. I've never second-guessed myself. I don't judge other people on their choices, whether a woman works or chooses not to work. It has that privilege. And I never let guilt be a part of the equation. Guilt is just not in my vocabulary. Also, it's been about creating really the flexibility that I needed, whether it's job sharing, part-time, flex time, and truly shifting my focus, though, the minute I walked in the door to my family, at least while they were awake. But it comes in handy not needing a lot of sleep. We all know that. But here it is in 2014. I just have to say I feel a huge responsibility as a woman and as a business leader to continue to ensure that we create environments that allow working parents, single, married, women, and men to succeed. My own company is 92% female, and I discovered when I came that our own policies were pretty outdated, so I'm changing those as we speak. Yeah. I'm often asked by women, and increasingly, I'm happy to say, young men, how to navigate work, life, family choices, but often there are environments where they're even afraid to ask the questions, right? So listen, people are not going to stop having babies last time I checked. So I think actually to be successful as organizations, even as a country, we need all who want to participate in our economy to do so. And I think we have a responsibility to create inclusive environments to allow that. So in closing, in addition to advice on how to balance work and parenting, I'm often asked, I'm sure many women relate to this, and none of the guys get asked this question, what do you feel guilty about? What did you sacrifice? All that stuff. And honestly, I don't feel at all like I've sacrificed anything. Okay, once in a while I feel a little guilty about the lack of baby books in our house. Between my husband and I, we never got that done. But here's the last thing. My oldest daughter is 20, so she's a fully matriculated adult now. And I said to Maggie one day, I get this question all the time, but I'm just curious, what was it like for you having a working mother? And I started going down this path. And honest to goodness, she looks at me, she goes, what are you talking about? And I tried to explain. She goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. You were always here. I was like, okay. And she wasn't throwing me a bone. It was awesome. So listen, I often tell that story now to the many young women who are still, and I understand this, very concerned about how's this all going to turn out. It's all going to be fine. I think if you live in the moment and celebrate what really makes your family work. So as I look back on the last 30 years, I'm really fortunate to not feel any remorse, instead just happiness and pride. So thank you to the Mother's Day Council for this terrific honor. Thank you. Thank you, Mindy.
So our next honoree is Jill Granoff, Chief Executive Officer of Vince, and somebody I also call a friend. I've known Jill for many years. And she is an unbelievable strategist and brand builder, fashion and beauty, and she's been in those businesses for the past 25 years. She was named Chief Executive Officer of Vince in August 2012 and led the company's successful IPO in November 2013. Jill's past executive roles include serving as CEO of Kelwood Company, CEO of Kenneth Cole Productions, Executive Vice President at Liz Claiborne, Inc., President and COO of Victoria's Secret Beauty, and Senior Vice President at Estee Lauder Companies. Clearly another underachiever. Jill has received the Cosmetic Executive Women Achievement Award, the Girl Scouts of New York Leadership Award, the Foundation Fighting Blindness Visionary Award, and Lim College's Distinguished Achievement Award. And when Jill was asked how she balances such a demanding corporate career with motherhood and family, Jill said she tries to focus her time on the things that matter most, like being together with sons Jake and Noah and letting go of the small stuff. So that sounds like really good advice to me. So congratulations to Jill Granoff, 2014 Outstanding Mother.
So thank you, Mindy, for your kind words and your warm introduction. I'm really glad that you agreed to introduce the honorees again. And Mark, we haven't met yet. It will be nice to meet you in the future, but Mindy and I do go way back, and it's so wonderful to have her be here standing by my side to introduce me today. You're going to hear a lot of similar themes to what Mary just discussed, but I am truly humbled by this award, and I'm really proud also to be honored with Mary, with Nora, with Brooke, and all of the previous outstanding mother honorees, including you, Mindy. I'm also grateful to the Mother's Day Council and to my dear friend, Nancy Berger Cardone. I think we all know that it's not easy to be a mom. I love that video. I thought it was awesome. It really summed it up great. You know, and it gets even more complicated when you try to balance motherhood with a successful career and a successful marriage. I have been very, very fortunate both in my work life and in my personal life. And many people have asked me as well, what are the keys to your success? Beyond the fact, Jill, that you only get 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night, which certainly helps. So what I'd like to do is just share some thoughts that I have that might be of benefit to you. So first, as Mindy said, make time for the important things and let go of the small stuff. You know what? We all want to be a good mother, wife, daughter, friend, business colleague, business leader, maybe not in that order. And in addition to that, we all want to find time for ourselves, right? Try to get to the gym, which seems to be impossible to do. The bottom line is there are not enough hours in the day. There really aren't. So we have to make choices in order to strike a balance. Get over the guilt. Yes, that is a common theme for all mothers. Get over the guilt. And remember, quality is more important than quantity. Okay, second word of advice, marry well. Find a partner who will love you unequivocally for who you are and who will share equally in the parenting and housekeeping responsibilities. My husband is a rock star. We've known each other since 3rd grade, almost 40 years. We went to the prom together. We did go to other schools, date other people, and get back together. So, you know, but he's really awesome, and he makes it all possible. And after 40 years, our relationship is better than ever. Be sure to carve out time for date nights and weekend getaways to keep that spark alive. Okay, number 3 is to build a strong support network, because you can't do it all by yourself. You really need to have great people around you. And treat those individuals that help you like the important people that they are. My nanny, Ingrid, who is here today, and my assistant, Elisa, they have both been with me for over 15 years. Day in and day out, they deal with my crazy schedule, which I have to say is crazy, my perfectionist tendencies, which I know can be bothersome, but they've stuck with me through the highs and the lows because I treat them respectfully and generously, and really, who's more important than the people that take care of your kids when you're working so hard? So I think that's really, really important to remember. Number 4, as I look out at my team, hire the best team possible. Surround yourself with top-notch talent. And give them the opportunity to grow and to thrive. My phenomenal Vince team is here with me today, and they are the ones that make me look good. I am so grateful for their tireless efforts. And finally, have a positive attitude, lead by example, and be sure to say please and thank you. So in the spirit of gratitude, I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to thank the following people. First, my mom, who is my greatest role model. She is an outstanding mother herself, I'm sorry. She taught me to work hard and to be the best that I could be, which inspired me to continually raise the bar and achieve a track record of success. She also taught me to be humble, to be honest, to be kind to everyone, and to be grateful for the things that I have, not the things that I don't have. And I think these are really important life qualities, both personally and professionally. Now, my mom had a stroke a few months ago following my dad's stroke last year as Vince was preparing for its IPO. And needless to say, we've been through some challenging times recently. But my mom is here with us today to share this special event. Which makes me so, so, so unbelievably happy. Next, my husband, Rich. You heard about him. But Rich, you know how I feel. You are amazing, and I love you more than any words could ever express. And of course, my 2 beautiful boys, or should I say men. It's really hard to think that I have men. You know, they're hairy and they shave, and it's like, you know, you think of them as babies, and now I have these men, Jake and Noah, 17 and 20. Thank you for putting up with me. All those long hours and the fact that I'm working almost all the time. I have to say, I'll never forget when you took the battery and the memory chip out of my BlackBerry so we could enjoy our family vacation. Boy, that was a strong, strong message. So now, family vacations are our most important times together, and I really, really cherish these special occasions. I'm so proud to be your mom, and hopefully I've taught you strong values, as these are the most important things a mother can give to her children. And now I'd like to close with a parting thought. Today, we are celebrating the 36th annual Outstanding Mothers Awards and raising money for Save the Children, which is such a worthy cause. There is meaning to the number 36. In the Jewish religion, the number 18, or Chai, means life. And 36 is twice Chai, or 2 times life. I have given life 2 times to 2 amazing kids. The 36th celebration reinforces the significance of life and parenthood. Now let us all reflect and give life to others by making a contribution to Save the Children, an organization that provides aid to children and families in need. L'chaim.
I think we need like tissues on the tables, because just hearing the philosophies of all these women, it really makes you kind of sit back and think about what's really important. And hearing about Chai and the significance of that is just another example. So our next outstanding mother honoree is Nora O'Donnell, co-host of CBS This Morning. Throughout her exceptional career, Nora has traveled the globe covering the people and events that impact our daily lives. Her extraordinary range of interviews has included such influential leaders as the Dalai Lama, former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg, and President Barack Obama. Prior to CBS This Morning, Nora served as Chief White House Correspondent for CBS, Chief Washington Correspondent for MSNBC, and a contributing correspondent for NBC News Today and Weekend Today. She's an Emmy Award-winning journalist and part of the CBS News team that received an Alfred I. DuPont Award for professionalism and integrity for the network's coverage of the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. Her breaking news coverage on September 11th, 2001, also earned a prestigious Sigma Delta Chi Award. Nora is a firm believer in empowering women and sits on the board of directors for the International Women's Media Foundation. Nora and her restaurateur husband co-authored a best-selling cookbook, Baby Love, with the mission to help parents understand the importance and benefits of fresh, nutritious baby food and to ignite a homemade baby food revolution across the country. I love that, a baby food revolution. We should have sold that book. Together, they are the proud parents of 3 children, twins Henry and Grace, and youngest daughter Riley. So please join me in celebrating Nora O'Donnell as a 2014 Outstanding Mother.
Mindy, thank you very much for that beautiful introduction, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to be here today and to be recognized by this committee and to be amongst so many amazing women. So to Jill and Mary and Brooke, congratulations to all of you and to all of the past honorees who are here today. I also want to thank my team from CBS This Morning who joins me over here. Look at all these powerful women producers who help produce our show. Many of them mothers and part of the support team in our organization as well. And I love what you said about putting a strong support team together, not only at work, but at home. And that is one of the key lessons in terms of trying to succeed. You know, I wanted children so badly. It was something I wanted more than anything in the world. And nothing means more to me than being a mother. And when I did have children, I managed to have them in a very short period of time. I have 3 children. I have twins, Henry and Grace, who are 6 years old, and then I have Riley, who is 5 years old. I met... You're like, wait a minute, how did that happen? My husband and I, Jeff Tracy, met when I was 17 years old at Georgetown University. We've been together 23 years. And we recently went back to Georgetown to address a group of graduating seniors. And my husband said to the seniors, I had 3 children in 13 and a half months, all with the same woman. 4 months after I was pregnant with the twins, I got pregnant again. That's the math on that. So you can only imagine what it has been like in my house for the past 7 years. And certainly I give thanks to Alba Marita, who has been with me since the day my twins were 3 months old and is with me today. So thank you to Alba, because I couldn't do it without her. And I think it's only fitting, too, that now that my children are 7 and can bathe and feed themselves, that I'm now being honored as Mother of the Year. You know, I've been thinking about this a lot as I received word that I would receive this award today, because I think there is no more important title than mother. My co-host, Gayle King, who is a past honoree, reminded me this morning of a story I told her when I first moved to New York to take this job for CBS This Morning. And since I'm on TV every morning, my children watch me in the morning and see how I'm introduced in the morning. And my son one day asked me, he said, why do they introduce you and call you Nora O'Donnell? Why don't they call you Mommy? But there is something I believe to my core, and that is that mothers are the most important force in the world. You know that statue of Atlas? There's one, over in Rockefeller Center of that man holding up the world. Why is that a dude? That should be a woman. It should be a mother, because mothers hold up the world. Everything we owe to our mothers. One of my favorite Irish poets is Catherine Tynan, who wrote in her poem, Any Woman, that women are the pillars of our great society. She wrote, quote, "I am the pillars of the house, the keystone of the arch am I. Take me away, and roof and wall would fall to ruin utterly." Doesn't that capture it well? Doesn't it feel like that sometimes, that you're the pillars of the house? I must say, too, there is nothing that amazes me more than the courage of mothers. My own mother grew up not far from here in Bayside, Queens, in a tiny little house, and my mom worked her way into medical school where she met my father, even though her own parents had very little education. In fact, both my grandparents were off the boat from Northern Ireland. My grandmother, Mary Monaghan, was from Belfast, and she was the oldest of 9 kids, and she'd been working in a linen factory since the age of 12 years old. She felt like she was very lucky because she had a job in Northern Ireland, and she never made it past the 8th grade, and yet she knew that she had to leave Ireland for America. So at age 23, all by herself, she left Belfast and sailed on the SS California and arrived at Ellis Island in 1930. Well, my mother recently went to the National Archives in Washington, hearing that you could find these books of your ancestors and where they had signed in at Ellis Island. And sure enough, she found my grandmother's name signed there, her occupation, hemstitcher, with just $20 in her pocket. Then went on. Can you imagine being by yourself at that age with $20? Well, she found a job at Creedmoor, then Creedmoor State Hospital, as working 12-hour shifts and taking care of the mentally ill, and then raising 3 children on her own. And my mom said that growing up, they didn't have a lot of money, that there were many times they went to bed hungry, and yet my grandmother still managed to send boxes of canned ham back home to her 8 brothers and sisters. So, I don't feel deserving of this award at all, because to my grandmother and to my mother, for, as Catherine Tynan would say, for being the pillars of our house, this is for them. Thank you.
Beautiful. So, last but certainly not least, our final honoree is actress and New York Times bestselling author, Brooke Shields. Brooke was a professional model at the age of 11 months, debuting as the Ivory Snow Baby. Her film career began at age 9 with her first acting role in Alice, Sweet Alice. She went on to star in many major motion pictures, including Pretty Baby, Blue Lagoon, and Endless Love, all before graduating with honors and a degree in French literature from Princeton. So in addition to her film achievements, Brooke has maintained a successful and critically acclaimed television career. She's worked on such hits as Lipstick Jungle, 2.5 Men, Hannah Montana, That 70s Show, and many more. She received an American Comedy Award nod for her guest starring role on Friends, and a Golden Globe nomination for her work as the title character in Suddenly Susan. A star of stage as well as screen, Brooke has won rave reviews for her Broadway roles in Grease, Chicago, Cabaret, and The Addams Family, to name just a few. She's also the best-selling author of several books, including the critically acclaimed Down Came the Rain, My Journey Through Postpartum Depression. Recently, she's also tapped into her experiences as a mom and has authored 2 successful children's books. Welcome to your world, baby, and it's the best day ever, Dad. Brooke Shields has played many outstanding roles. I happen to know she's also an incredible friend. I was standing on set the other day with India Hicks, and who called in to talk about her but Brooke, so just a great friend as well. And she's played many outstanding roles in her career, but the role of outstanding mother to daughters Rowan and Greer is the one we know she loves most. Please join me in congratulating Brooke Shields as a 2014 Outstanding Mother.
I learned from all of you. I got the quick route up. So thank you so much, Mindy. That was delightful. Thank you very, very much. I want to thank Lori as well and everybody at the National Mother's Day Committee. Mark, nice to see you. I'm glad you're feeling better. What he didn't tell you is because he was keeling over with a kidney stone, I had to go up and host the event and do the whole auction and everything. And by that point, because I didn't think I had to do anything, I had had about 6 glasses of champagne. Well, let's just say I auctioned off a kiss. It got what, 70,000 bucks. So that's the going rate right now. But I'm just saying. But yeah, so I was woo, and I had to step up pretending like I knew exactly what I was talking about, so I'm glad you're feeling better, really. I want to congratulate all of the other amazing honorees, Mary, Jill, Nora. I'm in awe of all of you. I'm in awe of what you do. I'm in awe of what you stand for. You give mothers a wonderful name, but you also give women an incredible name. I am currently writing a book now, another one, and it is about my mother. So I do share this honor with her, as well as my girls, obviously. And some of us were never really taught how to be children, and some of us were. None of us were taught how to parent our individual children. We show up, we try to do our best, and it never feels balanced. I know I was supposed to come up and say how you balance it all, and it just never really does. It feels more like river dance on sand. I swear that's what I'm doing all day long. My younger daughter, everybody's talking about all their great achievements and everything. So my little one, when she was about 6, I had knee surgery, and I was in bed with this ice thing on my knee, and she came up to me, and in her little nightgown, and she just went, ugh! And she woke me up, and I said, what is wrong with you? And she said, you. You are everything that's wrong with my life. I said, okay, I get it. That's how you feel. Okay, I'm glad you feel the confidence and freedom to express your feelings. I'm doing a good job. And sometimes we make mistakes. She had gotten mad at me because I made her sister cry, which is a whole other level of I don't even know how to deal with that one. But I'm constantly trying to learn. I always someone asked me what they taught me, and I said this today, and it really sort of hit me, is that my daughters have taught me that it is so much better to ask questions than it is to pretend that I have all the answers. And I learned so much from them. But I also, the making mistakes thing we've brought it up, I think it's very important to allow ourselves to admit to them. And one in particular, I have just 2 quick stories to tell you. So my older daughter was turning 10, and she said, can I get my ears pierced? And I said, no, you've got to wait till you're double digits. At which point she was like, you went to school where? She was like, Mom, 10 is double digits. And I was like, I thought about the 0, and I thought it was a teenager, and it was 1-3. I always had 1-3 in my mind, but I was doing a million things, and I was like, no, double digits. And she was like, yay. So anyway, I got sucked into having to get her ears pierced at 10. So I say, let's just go to Claire's. We'll get the ears pierced at Claire's. It's good. I got mine done at a mall. We're fine. And she was like, well, no, I want to go with my cousin uptown. We live downtown now. So we went uptown to this very fancy dermatologist, plastic surgeon, and we go in, and this rather thin woman, very put together doctor, lovely, but she says, oh, we're going to do the ears. So she sits down and she puts the dots on the earlobes. And then she says, so Mom, what do you think? At which point I realized I must have gone to medical school when I didn't know it. And I wanted to be smarter than the doctor. I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to be the best mom in the world. And so I looked at the ears, and the dots didn't look even to me. Now, let me just backstory. My mother could have had one of my ears pierced here and one here, and I would have thought they looked fine. Because anything she said, I was like, yeah, well, I get it. A little Picasso-esque, but I get it. I believed anything my mom said. So I wanted in that moment to be that mom. And the woman said, oh, that's what we do. Yeah, that's why we asked the mom. So she changed the dots and did the ears. And lo and behold, they had been even. And I made them uneven. And I thought I was going to throw up, and I didn't know what to say except for, they look great. Congratulations, you're 10. And I didn't know what to say, and I thought, God, if she maybe she won't know, maybe she won't notice it. So she didn't say anything. 3 months goes by, she says, and I'm like, oh, I'm out of the woods, thank God. They look fine, you have to really look closely. And so she said, Mom, it's 4th of July, can I change my earrings? I said, yes. Let's do it now. She goes, well, you know what's so funny, Mom? When you changed the dots, I think you made them uneven. At which point, I can't see straight. I tell my husband, I say, we've done a terrible thing. I've done an unbelievable thing. And, and he's never done this in my life. He looked at me. But because Rowan's sort of more his wife, we all know what that's like. And he looked at her and he went, can I talk to you for a second? And he brought me outside. He said, she looks like a freak. She's got one gummy bear's feet down here, and the other gummy bear's feet are resting on the lobe. What have you done to her? You're not a doctor. Why did you interfere? And I thought, okay, yeah, you know what? I have them. I birthed them. They're all yours. Take them. Go away. So I put a muumuu on. I got a big bottle of cold wine from the refrigerator. I got a glass because I'm a lady. And I sat out on that chaise lounge drinking the entire bottle of wine by myself. I'm painting myself as a drunk, but I'm not really. But and I'm literally sitting on the chaise lounge like, rah, rah, rah. Now people start coming over the house, and they're like, oh, Mom's having an issue. Okay, we're just gonna go get the barbecue. And so it's 4th of July. Everybody's in there. They all get in the pool. And Rowan, my older one, wants to play chicken fight. She gets on her dad's back and she says, before we start, people, I just want to say something. And I'm like, oh, God, it's happening. It's happening right now. Selling me down the river, bus me. And she says, I have pierced ears. Yeah, that's right, people. I, Rowan Francis Henchy, have perfectly symmetrically pierced ears. Bam! And she came over to me and she said, Mom, you didn't do it on purpose. She said, who's going to look at my ears like this? She's like, can I go back in the water now? And I thought, oh my God, I made this huge mistake and I failed in the way I felt. And yet she came to my rescue and she taught me how to be a better mom. And one other quick story, we were on the Bahamas, and because we went on a vacation, and I said, look, I just want an hour on the beach. Just give me 1 hour. I'd been there 10 days with my in-laws. My husband had gone. It really got 10 days. Come on. And alone with them. And did everything I was supposed to do, and I'm sure alcohol's part of the story too, but, and I was like, I just want an hour to read my book on the beach. So I get on the beach, and all of a sudden I hear, Mom. I'm like, oh, God, it's not even 30 minutes. And she holds this little puppy out to me like the Lion King. And she's like, look, look. I'm like, it's great, it's a puppy, we're not getting a puppy. I don't want a puppy, I can't have a puppy, I'm allergic to puppies, I don't like puppies. No puppies. And she's like, oh, I can't believe it, I can't believe it. So I'm like, I'm allergic to dogs. You want to kill me, so no puppy. Well, of course, I go to sleep, can't stop thinking about this puppy. All I can think about is this puppy. So the next day, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do this. And I went up to them and I said, you know what, kids? I said, guess what we're getting today? We're getting a puppy. That's the puppy we're getting. Because for 5 seconds, I wanted them to look at me like I was the best mom in the world. And you know what? It was 3 seconds. But the light in their eyes, I swear to God, I hope that that's what they will remember. So in accepting this honor, I'm humbled beyond. It's incredible for so many reasons. I feel undeserving. I feel like I'm constantly trying to learn. I'm going to hold the plaque over their heads every night and point at it all the time and just remind them that I'm outstanding. I love my kids. You were right. Surround yourself by a good team. Get an amazing husband. Take away the guilt. Breathe. Kiss your kids. Love yourself. I wish my mom was here right now. Hopefully she's looking at me, and hopefully, I just hope that she feels proud, but not for me. I hope she feels proud for herself. I turned out okay. Thank you.
So I think everyone now knows why this is such an honor to be part of this event every year. And they learn something every year. So I learned that we are all pillars, but we're also all river dancing on sand. But it works, it works. So in honor of all the mothers in our lives, I just want to thank everyone and one last time honor this exceptional group of women, and it's certainly been my pleasure to be able to be part of this. And at this time, I'd like to welcome back the fabulous Lori Dowling.
Don't you leave. Mindy, thank you. We are so honored for 4 years of support. HSN has just been incredible. Small gift. God bless you. Mwah. And you, oh, he wants a picture. Okay. Okay, quick. Got lots of things to do. Ulta's goodie bag is beyond. So please do not miss picking it up as you leave. Somebody please take the flowers. They're so beautiful. Make somebody happy. Take the flowers. Mothers, honorees, thank you for the most incredible day. The stories you told were beautiful. Love you all. We're going to pick up the cards. Please leave the cards with somebody. The girls will be at the front, at the exit of the door. Thank you, everyone, for your support. We'll see you next year. Happy Mother's Day.